Our next speaker is Dr. Gauri Mishra, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, National Institute of Biologicals, Noida, UP, India. And the topic of the talk is Understanding the Effects of KIF11 and MAST-L Dual Silencing in Breast Cancer Cell Apoptosis.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable chairpersons. I thank the organizing committee for giving me this opportunity to present this work. Till now, from the morning, we have been learning so many things on the clinical aspects. I would try to touch upon some basic aspects which has a potential to be translated into a breast cancer therapeutics. So the key players of my talk will be two proteins, basically the KIF11 and the MAST-L. As you can see, KIF11 belongs to the kinesin family members, and whereas the MAST-L belongs to the AGC kinase family. And as KIF11 is more into the cell division and movement, and it plays a role in the microtubule movement and separation, whereas MAST-L plays an eminent role in the cell cycle regulation, especially at the transition of the G1 to the M phase. So when we talk about the KIF11, it belongs to the kinesin 5 family of members, and it is essential for the mitosis, cell cycle, and cell differentiation. Usually, it has been reported that the KIF11 expression levels are very high in the breast cancer patients. Now, when we talk about the other interacting partner, which is the MAST-L, it belongs to the AGC kinases, and again, these AGC kinases make a chunk of the human kinome. So it is 12% presence of the AGC kinase group members in the human kinome. And structurally, when we talk about, this has a special pocket where there is a ATP binding site, and between the two lobes there is a DFG motif where the inhibitors are known to bind and regulate its activity. So when I initiated this work, this is a very recently known kinase. It is a homologue of the CDK family. Now, generally what happens, it promotes the mitotic entry, and on inhibition, it is regulated by another substrate, R and INSA. So once it is inhibited, the PP2A activity, one of its interactor, it targets the PP2A activity is inhibited, and as a result, the cyclin B1 CDK activity is enhanced. That actually affects the transition from the mitotic phase. So we initiated this work with some computational studies where we found that there were some inhibitors which were from the natural origin. Initially, we found some lead compounds from both the chemical source and as well as with the natural source. They were showing very significant binding activity against this MAST-L. We published that work, and then we tried to validate these inhibitors using cell-based assays. And in the breast cancer cell lines, we found that two compounds which were from the natural source, and that was the interesting part, enzalutamide and palbociclib, showed a very efficient inhibitory efficacy against this particular protein MAST-L. Now, there was another compound that was flavipiridol. Now, the major question that we wanted to understand how these inhibitors were at the molecular level, how they are regulating the MAST-L kinase activity. We tried to study this using a multidisciplinary approaches. We employed the simulations as well as we did the cell-based studies, and also we performed the sequencing studies, and there we understood that mainly the flavipiridol, it affects the apoptotic pathway in the breast cancer, and also it regulates the G1 to M transition in the breast cancer cells. We have used MCF7 and MD231 cells, and also when this compound was specifically inhibiting the MAST-L kinase activity, there were a number of genes that were differentially regulated, and most of these genes were part of the apoptotic pathway or the inflammatory pathway. And from this data came the another player, there were other interacting partners, but KIF11 was one of the interesting partner that emerged from this study. And now our major question was that whether is there any sort of interaction exists between mast cell and KIF11, and if yes, then how does this interaction between mast cell and KIF11 is responsible for breast cancer metastasis. So our major hypothesis was that whether KIF11 and mast cell were potentially interacting to promote this breast cancer cell survival, or if we can in any way disrupt this interaction, can it reduce apoptosis in the breast cancer cells? With this, we tried to use different approaches, and we tried to silence the mast cell, and also we tried to respectively we tried to silence the KIF11, and we could see that there were a significant effect was seen on the apoptotic markers. When we have compared the expression of these two different proteins, especially the mast cell and the KIF11 independently, we could see these proteins were highly expressed in the breast cancer patient samples. Now, this was the only protein. I would like to mention here that hardly any partners are known which are rightly interacting with the mast cell. Either it is ARP or PPRF partner. However, this was the first study where using in vitro approaches we could validate yes, mast cell was interacting with this KIF11. Now, using the Western blot and RT-PCR, we could validate that both in normal under normal condition, the breast cancer cells, when the expression of mast cell was very high, the KIF11 expression was less as compared to the mast cell. However, when we performed the immunoprecipitation studies, we used the mast cell antibody to pull down, and we probed this with KIF11 antibody. This was the first indication using the experimental studies where we found clearly that what we were trying to hypothesize using in silico approaches, we could see that yes, this was the interaction that was there. In the cell-based studies, when we moved with the knockdown studies to understand the loss of function, we could see that at 48 hours, the transfection with siRNA of mast cell, the minimum expression of mast cell was observed at the 48 hours and at a concentration of 10 nanomolar. And at the same concentration, when the mast cell expression was decreasing, at the same time the KIF11 expression was rising. This must probably, when we could go deep into the literature, we could relate that when the cells were under stress conditions, then during the apoptotic pathway, due to mast cell silencing, the KIF11 was a kind of defensive mechanism for the cells to survive. So when we further evaluated, we could see that the pro-apoptotic, there was a significant change in the pro-apoptotic and anti-apoptotic markers. And as a result, we could conclude that mast cell is actually interacting with the KIF11. So mast cell is a cell cycle regulating kinase inhibited by a new natural inhibitor interacting with another important protein, KIF11. This was the first study that actually revealed this interaction, and we have been successful in silencing the mast cell and the KIF and see the effects. We are now trying to, the experiments are ongoing. We are trying to validate these results in the animal models, and we also look forward for a collaboration with clinicians to validate these expressions of these respective proteins and their interaction in the patient samples. So basically our thrust, this study has opened up avenues to identify these as the novel targets, both mast cell and KIF11 as the novel targets. Not only independently they can be targeted, but obviously their interaction proves to be a major thrust which can be targeted to inhibit the apoptotic pathway and breast cancer metastasis. And also we look forward to explore in deep these mechanisms of KIF11 and mast cell interaction, and we will try to understand how their combined effect affects the tumor growth using the clinical samples. I hope I have tried to keep in time. This is the small group that I have with the postdoc and 3 PhD students. NIB is an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and actually it is the institute which is into the quality control testing of biologicals, and we have recently started with the academics and the research part. So this is the first batch that has come to NIB as collaboration with ACSIR. Thank you so much for this opportunity and for your hearing.